Shockwave could make these assets rise. U.S. banking giant, Bank of America, B of A, analysts have issued a dire economic warning, saying the shockwave could cause a boom in crypto, gold, and commodities. Investors may turn to gold and cryptocurrencies. Bank of America analysts have released a new report warning that rising prices and the faltering global economy could engulf U.S. markets. If the economy continues to deteriorate, the Fed will have to tighten its monetary policy to contain persistent inflation, putting significant downward pressure on stocks and conventional assets, according to experts. Michael Hartnett, BofA's top investment strategist, says in part of the report, inflation shock getting worse, interest rate shock. It's just getting started and the recession shock is on its way. According to Hartnett, cash volatility, commodities, and cryptocurrency could become the most attractive assets for investors in such a scenario, outperforming both the stocks and bond markets. The Fed released the minutes of its meeting earlier this week, confirming that all Fed members agreed that raising the Fed funds rate would be necessary to keep inflation in check. In assessing the appropriate stance of monetary policy, all participants agreed that the U.S. economy is very strong with an extremely tight labor market. Inflation is high and well above the committee's 2% inflation target. Against this backdrop, all participants agreed at this meeting that it was appropriate to begin the process of policy deregulation by raising the target range for the federal funds rate. They also decided that continued increases in the federal funds rate target range would be warranted to meet the committee's goals. Mike McGlone? I believe Bitcoin will hit the top. Mike McGlone, a leading commodity strategist at Bloomberg, said last month that a possible recession could be good for Bitcoin. According to the expert, BTC is moving from a risk-free asset traded alongside tech companies to a risk-free asset that investors use to derive value in times of economic uncertainty. Here are the reasons. The way I see it, it goes from risk to risk. It might hit $30,000, but imagine where the stock market would be if it did. It is very easy to correct between 30% and 40% in the stock market, as in the past. Then I believe Bitcoin will peak. Based on supply, demand, and adoption trends, I believe it will only be a matter of time before it reaches $100,000. It is possible that this is part of the foundation building process. Disclaimer: the information provided on this video does not constitute investment advice. Financial advice, trading advice, for informational purposes only. You should not treat any of the video's content as such. Please consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions.